Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we want to present our research. The topic is learning at home using technology. Firstly, my name is Ahmad Faris Azihan bin Zainal Abadin, and my group member is Muhammad Alif bin Olia and Muhammad Nakib bin Rahman. Let me start the presentation. The introduction is research about this topic. We can see from the citation from Pudyadi, the news of the COVID-19 epidemic certified by WHO, an international authority that deals with human health, has rocked the globe since November 2019. This international health organization declared the outbreak originated in the city of Wuhan, China, then expanded to other cities before being transported to the nearest nations, with high fatality rates and isolation care for infected cases. Things were increasingly to as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak. The superiors agreed to conduct all business and learning remotely in order to continue all business and learning. State that 2 months in March 2020, almost the entire world simultaneously announced the abrupt shutdown of business activity, including school and university, and the implementation of a remote learning policy to ensure that learning activity may be continued through the use of the virtual learning resources, connecting learning from home to home and teachers to teacher. Therefore, the Malaysian Ministry of Education took the initiative to restore order by launching an online learning system. This learning system is used by all students in Malaysia at the primary, secondary, and university level. Next, we can see that we need a framework that helps us design education experience that match the available resources. The as learners need much previous research from a wide range of areas that are important to this business. In accomplishing this step, all parties should play the role of both the government, parents, and even teachers. The importance of this topic explains the detail of learning from home using technological facilities such as digital system. Digital systems are an effective medium in the process of student learning. The system is also capable of connecting students with teachers virtually. The method this research is the purpose of this research was to gain a better understanding of the living experience of students who were learning at home. The phenomenological methodology and critical reading were chosen as a realistic strategy for gathering data, conducting the analysis, and reporting results. The phonological aspect, the method according to Smith and Osborne, can provide an overview of how to comprehend a person's experience or situation. As a result, the researcher were able to determine what the true goal of the research was. We looked for headline by using Google and Yahoo search engine from our online article and then did a critical examination of the content of the headline. The information also get from analysis and article from the other researchers. Following the data collection, the analysis begins with a phenomenological technique to describe and analyze things and information important to the research topic, as well as to determine the validity and reliability of the findings. Next, I will pass to Muhammad Ali.
For the outcome and decision, we have identified 10 articles from various authors. So based on this, we have identified 5 themes. The themes are most likely technology related learning, children's learning, parents' perspective and engagement, low income families, and student learning experiences. The mapping of the different articles to the themes are described in table 1, which is in our slide now. Okay, for the first theme, which is technology related learning, this theme is in every article mentioned by author that stated in table 1. It is related with online learning. Technology while learning is a new type of learning which is increasing because of COVID-19. Many schools and universities start using online learning without anyone going to the school or campus anymore. They can use different kind of technologies such as personal computers, laptops, or their own smartphones. They can even use 3 of them at the same time. Every author stated that online learning will be different than physical learning. The method of teaching and learning will be different. Teachers cannot make online learning process same as physical learning. It will be hard for students to catch up to their studies. Online technology learning sometimes a good thing for students. They will have more courage to speak in the online platform rather than in campus or school. There are several reasons why online learning is good and has grown popularity as a new type of learning. Online learning can be accessed anywhere, whether you are at home or not. As long as you have smartphone and internet, you can access it. Okay, the second one is digital tools. This team describes about what tools and technologies they are going to access their online learning platform. For teachers, they have wide variety of choices to hold their class on. They can use online meet platforms such as Google Meet, Zoom meetings, Microsoft Teams, and etc. Okay, for students, they can access with their smartphone, tablets, personal computer, and laptops. These digital tools can be accessed anywhere as long as there is internet or Wi-Fi connection. The best tool for students are personal computer and laptops because they can do multitasking job. They can listen to the lecture and do the assignment at the same time. But it is not quite good because in lecture you should focus 100% on what teachers are teaching. Okay, the third one is parent perspective and engagement. Despite the benefit that parents enjoyed when homeschooling, they also encountered a variety of problems. Aspects of well-being were also crucial when parents had to consider supplying their children with technological gadgets. They also have had to train youngsters who had never used them before while simultaneously continuing to complete their job tasks to assure the continuance of their home life. They were also concerned about the prospect of disease as well as the possibility of losing or already having lost employment and relationships. Various studies have shown that parents believe they are unable to adequately assist their children in remote learning because they do not fully understand the principle of learning, lack specific knowledge on specific subjects, and feel isolated, highlighting the need to analyze parents' perspectives in order to define possible forms of cooperation between schools and children's parents. The fourth one is low-income families. Okay, so when the COVID-19 epidemic stopped school across the world in March 2020, school districts resorted to emergency online education, providing tens of thousands of internet hotspots and learning gadgets such as laptops and tablets. For some families, they do not have anything including smartphone or laptop to give to their children for online learning. Low-income family is being impacted with online learning. Not all family have smartphone or laptops, and not all family can afford to pay for smartphone and laptops. So, some family had to photocopy every single homework material to give to their children as required by the schools. So, online learning also requires internet connection. Most low-income family actually have a month worth of internet, and the internet speed is barely enough even to open a Google. So this is actually a burden to them, and online learning is nothing effective when they do not have enough preparation and gadgets. Okay, for the last theme, which is student learning experience. Okay, because of the development of COVID-19 and the closure of physical courses, online learning via various devices such as computers, laptops, tablets, and mobile phone with internet connection in synchronous and asynchronous situation has become an alternate learning technique. Students have the opportunity to learn and interact with their professor wherever they wish, thanks to these learning techniques and environment. However, there are certain limits to online teaching since lecturers have trouble creating material for the online approach, which is a time-consuming procedure. Furthermore, because online learning requires less supervision, supporting students in obtaining learning resources has become difficult endeavor. Many educational institutions are experiencing a shortage of learning equipment needed, such as high efficiency devices and internet connections. Some of the pupils lack computer literacy and self-motivation, which made it difficult for them to access online learning. Even there are many bad terms with online learning, there is also a positive experience for the student. Some of the key benefits of online learning are that it provides a lot more relaxed and flexible learning environment. It promotes better time management and overall accountability, and it finally allows us to build and enjoy a schedule that best fits our day-to-day activities. Okay, for the conclusion, this online learning from home can be used in Malaysia as long as government supplies low-income families with gadgets and access to internet. Then it is okay. So if there is no such help from the government, the whole process of online learning is not effective to all people. Teachers should pay attention to what they are teaching to not make a burden to students. The schedules need to be precisely measured with our daily life as a student in Malaysia. There are some teachers teach students till 8:30 p.m. in Malaysia, and it is actually a bad thing of online learning. Teachers need to make sure students listening to them by telling them to either voice out or what they want to talk or just opening a webcam. Okay, parents need to support the children every time because online learning is tiring. Most of the student is giving way much more homework to do. Some students do their homework early and still miss to submit their homework, while some students do it last minute and they get more problem. Okay, so this is the references.